So, because they're like suspended in the media, right? So I'm setting them down so then they'll be like stuck at the bottom of the tube, and then I can dump off the media and resuspend them in this sort of thing in order to better characterize them and stuff like that. My name is Abby Cheever. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I lived there pretty much my entire life. I lived in a town outside of Dallas where, I don't know, the schools are great and I lived on a lake, so it was a great place to grow up. I'm doing my PhD right now in microbiology and molecular biology, and my research emphasis is in immunology, even more specifically immunotherapy development. Growing up, I loved writing and I wanted to be an editor, but then when I was in high school, I started taking more advanced science classes and fell in love with them. My sister was diagnosed with leukemia when she was 6 years old, when I was just starting high school, and my world kind of turned upside down and turned into the medical field. And seeing her go through treatments and everything made me not only interested in what was going on inside of her body and how the treatments were working, but also really passionate about making treatments that can change the life of patients. Her main doctor was Dr. Leitch, and he was the head of CAR T-cell therapy. And CAR T-cell therapy is a really cool new treatment for cancers where we can genetically modify or engineer a T-cell, and then it will find and kill cancer. And the cool thing about it is that it will only kill the cancer cells. It doesn't touch any of your normal cells. So the side effects associated with CAR T-cell therapy are super minimal. I just thought this was the most fascinating thing ever when I heard about it. So I'd always ask him questions, and he would always take the time to oblige my questions and get me interested in it. And I thought, oh, this is like my dream to do this kind of research. It's amazing. I came to BYU to study microbiology and started doing research with Dr. Weber in this department. And he was doing some research on CAR T-cells, and I was like, this is exactly what I've always been dreaming of. I was able to start during my sophomore year doing research on CAR T-cells. And then I was presented with the opportunity to continue my research doing a PhD here at BYU, and I couldn't pass it up. So now I'm researching CAR T-cell therapy, but we're applying it in some different ways. We're not only applying it to cancer, where we can use T-cells to kill cancer, but we're also doing it for autoimmune diseases. But we're using CAR T-cells that are engineered to only find the bad parts of your immune system. So they'll go in and specifically eliminate those immune cells that have gone rogue or bad in your immune system, and will eliminate just those bad parts. I think my favorite part of BYU, and especially in the microbiology department, is just all of the opportunities that are offered to us to be engaged in what we're learning. Being able to work in a lab or go on internships have been my favorite experiences and helped me to really get into the science. I think the advice I'd give to students wanting to join this program is to get involved. It takes effort to get into these opportunities. Like, I had to seek out my research opportunities and I had to apply for internships and things like that. But it's so worth it. Once you put in the effort to get involved in these programs, it pays off so much, and not only how much you learn, but also preparing you for future opportunities, and also just, it made me love this program even more.